they're still a certain distance above you. I will not give you any more details, but those are the momentary impressions, the first units of information that I can give. They are flying in some kind of organized pattern. They are not flying with you, they are coming down at you.
So we don't notice if there are any riders on them, like feet or some kind of stirrups or...
That's a very good question.
A saddle,
That's
anything.
That's a very good question. And this time, no. Perhaps in some other game.
I guess I'll use scan.
Can you give me a little bit more information about what you are literally trying to do?
If they're hostile or not.
I see. Okay, that's a good point. And I kind of like that idea. It's not the sort of thing you can really tell. What would you judge by automatically, right? Your character is a little bit out of his familiar space. So yes, a scan is a very good way to answer that question.
Yes.
Other people's thoughts or...
Would I be able to use, what? To try to interpret the reactions of our...
23.
Well, I will not need it.
Yeah,
I have a 60.
Okay, so what you see is that they are in an attack form. They are in, I would say an attack formation. That's not quite right. They are in a formation that will not permit you to target them as a group. So the way they are coming down, they are separating, and they are not separating completely in an evenly spaced way. They are in either 2 or 3 are coming down together, but they are coming down apart from one another. If you had to attack or targeted one group of them, the others would not be in that target. And your scan provides something else. Your scan provides the rather disturbing information that their faces are human and quite familiar, in fact. They are extremely familiar. And no, they're not yourselves. We did that already. They all have Zhong's face.
Sword is getting his Romfear ready.
Great, okay. I take it as a sign to be able to target them. Or him. So I'm getting my bow ready. Yeah. I'm using speed dart again. Spending 2 more power, but I've spent them out of the crystal.
Got it. Okay, and so you're working on that, and I will start strike raking, I suppose, which is what we do. What am I doing? I was sifting through all my books when the notebook I wanted was sitting there in the proper place to be easily grabbed. That's what happens.
I think I would like to... I would assume that there is some kind of magic involved. So I would like to do a dispel.
Aha, okay. So you're preparing your dispel, and how many points of power is that?
2.
And you have your own strike rank, which is your basic strike rank, which is what number?
With the fighting?
It's in the fighting
5.
area, but it's not associated.
Okay, it's 5 then.
5. Okay, so 5 plus 5 plus 1. So it's because the spell is 1 less than its power. So that puts you coming in here. Skava, you are casting the spell, readying your bow, and all that kind of thing, right? So the speed dart is 2 points. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
so that's
1 strike rank plus readying, so that's going to put you at 6.
yes. And that's still faster than the bow, which would put me at.
And so yes. And then where does that put, or what other actions are we taking? So for Ikindu and for Zort. Zort, you said you were getting your Romphia ready, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He would also cast. It is called, I'm just Blade Sharp. Yeah, I was
Right.
trying to mix some other words together.
No problem. So you casting Blade Sharp and readying your Romphia are actually in the same exact place as Skava for exactly the same reasons. And so Ikindu, your actions.
Readying my Stassling.
All right, let me do a quick check on the strike ranks here. One moment. Okay, so they will be coming down. And right here is where they will be attacking. Okay, so in their way. So the first one is to be ready to do anything is Ikindu. Are you going to do a sling at one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are still a little bit above. They are still descending. And so you are going to what is your strike rank and roll to hit on that one? Or strike rank and weapon. What is that?
Okay, base strike rank is 3.
Uh-huh.
Then the weapon, it says 1 times /round.
Right, got it. Okay. So it's just 3 to get ready, and then after that, once it's ready, the question is how often can you get off a shot? Okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then okay, so you're coming in here. So that still hasn't happened. We saw you get it ready, and then we saw you basically, take aim and sling, and you're in the middle of doing that. Just as he's getting himself together, Skava and Zort are both ready now. And so, Zort, you can either, you could try, for example, to get your insect into an advantageous position with riding if you wanted to. That's just an idea. Or you could.
When you say advantageous position, could you elaborate on that?
Yes. What I mean is that you are in the air and not particularly in control of your animal's actions. And so that means that you will have to wait for one of them to approach you.
All right. You know what? Yeah, I can see that being a problem.
Whereas if you are able to control it, then you will be able to maneuver it into position so that you can strike more at your will.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
That is a 26. Pretty good.
All right. Well, after a bad start, you finally kind of get the hang of this strange beast and are able to maneuver it. Make a check by your riding skill.
All right.
And then Skava, on the very same strike rank, you are ready to shoot with a magical arrow. Oh no, you are muted or something.
Okay. Sorry, I want to try to talk first. I want to try to yell to them to stop this nonsense and realize that they are basically destroying the world as we know them.
Okay, so
hopefully unintentionally. So
right.
I'm trying to get there. I mean, Joan obviously has seen us in some way, But I'm trying to get them to stop fighting.
Right.
At least for a moment, so Sword can get a word in.
Excellent. And so I want you to do charisma ×5, which is a very nice roll for you, but perfectly adequate or perfectly
25,
justified.
I would have had to be under 95.
So, excellent.
So hopefully
Mhm.
I
Yes,
got their attention.
you have.
So I'm going to tell them Sword has made a decision. Hopefully he had. And stop fighting, listen to him, and accept his decision,
Hmm.
whatever it is.
The ones that are closer to you, I will give you their actions in a moment when they get there, but you have made your shout and everybody can see that they all have heard you and understood you. The way they look and listen is not hard to mistake.
Okay, so I'm not shooting.
Correct. Yeah, or rather,
I'm
that's
staying ready.
correct. Exactly.
Hmm.
You are staying ready, and you have made that action, which is great. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are pretty ready. Okay, so you have a almost unique situation in RuneQuest, which is you really can do it when you say so. As we move forward, whenever you say, you can get the arrow shot to go when you want. But in the meantime, Ikindu, following that, are you going to continue with your missile?
No.
Let's say Skava looks at him
Right.
very hard.
Oh, he made his decision without you. You don't have to bully Ikindu.
Just thinking of a certain pie.
Well, true, but the pie was an anti-massacre device, after all. Right. So I still can't believe Sandra forgave you for that.
Yeah, I think it was more kind of a suicide attempt.
Right. Yeah, close. Okay, so this brings us to them. Urko, you are just about ready right when their action comes in. And they all speak different sentences at different times. So they are not speaking all in one voice. But they are calling. They are saying, she is too strong. She is, she's winning. She is she is controlling me. I am dissolving. I am disappearing. And so you can get the idea, perhaps, that the real Zhong is being absorbed into in some chaos way, and that these are little pieces of him, or little expressions, or perhaps a spell he has cast. It's hard to know. That are attempting to preserve, to help get your help, to get some kind of I mean, he's saying, stop her. She, she said she wants to control it all, but she is going to control it into nothing. And so that's what they are saying. Now, I will also let you know that as chaos creatures, they are not necessarily very healthy looking. Remember the werewolves that you fought, or the wolf creatures that you fought. And these things are not quite as diseased and full of mucus as they were, but they definitely have evidence of physical illness about them. So that's one of the so they are not attacking at this point, but they are. But I do want. Let's see. There are 6 of them. Yeah, we are going to have a bit of a power contest coming in. They are small, fortunately, in this way. So you are only up against powers of 10, but there are several of them. So let's have one of them. The very fact that they are speaking to you like this has the effect of a spell. And so these spells, so effectively they are attacking you. But I wouldn't call their behavior to be a literal hostile attack. It is just the nature of their interaction with you.